Hey, folks, just a friendly reminder that all shows on the Madness Comic Network are produced by their individual hosts and in no way reflect the opinions of the network as a whole.
Everybody, Dirk Manning here, the writer and creator of numerous comic books and graphic novels, including Nightmare World, Tales of Mystery, Made But Not Dead, all kinds of stuff. And I am super excited for you because you are getting to watch right now, right this moment, out of all the things we're really going to be doing, you're getting to enjoy and revel in the Madness Comic Network. And that is awesome. Thank you for being here.
Flip City Magazine is just really pulling out all the stops, man. Your guys' production value of this magazine has gone insane. I mean, look at that. I mean, I remember when you guys, it was black and white. Even when it was black and white, I thought your quality was great. But damn, they have just, I mean, they just really stepping it up a notch. Look at this. James Corbett, boys. James Corbett.
Genuinely cutting. But also funny, and obviously just chaotic and very fun.
I love Flip City. It has brought new types of badassery and integrity to the print medium.
Yeah. What's up, people? We're here. We're hiding. We're here. What's up? What's up?
Hi, everybody.
So, Dave is here, but he's in the recovery phase of being on.
Oh, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Tell the story, Dave. Tell the story.
Right. Well, I'm going to keep it shortish, obviously. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I'm still here, so that's the important thing. I can still move everything. That's also important. But basically, last Tuesday morning, I wakened up like you do, and for some reason, I thought I've got a couple of spaces halfway down my stair wall that I can put a couple of A4 size photo frames on. So I knocked a couple of nails in the wall. That was fine. I had to hang the picture on the wall. A little bit of a struggle because it was kind of just out of my reach. So I was stretching a little bit more towards the wall to try and hang it on. And I stretched a little bit too far. And the next thing I knew, I was going sideways and backwards and landed at the bottom of the stairs against a solid wall. And I also brought down quite a few picture frames, some of which got broken. 2 jigsaw puzzles got bashed up. So there was glass everywhere, jigsaw pieces everywhere, and I was in the middle of all that. So about 30 seconds after that, I could feel something dripping down my nose, and I thought, what's that? So I put my hand on top of my head, full of blood. I thought, oh no, don't tell me I've cut my head open and I don't know it. So anyway, once I've kind of realized that I could kind of move, I sort of got up, went to the bathroom. My bathroom's downstairs at the back. And I looked in the mirror, could see it bleeding, obviously, like over this side somewhere. Yeah. And I got an old towel, stuck it on my head for about 5 minutes, kept pressing it, to try and stop it bleeding. And luckily, it was only a small cut. It wasn't a big one like I thought, but there was still a lot of blood coming out for a very small nick. So anyway, after about 5 or 10 minutes of trying to stop it bleeding, I managed to do that. Now I'd only just got up, so my cat Maya was still in the living room, and I couldn't let her out because I didn't want her to get glass on her paws and whatever. So then I had to clean that area up. I didn't feel great. I must admit, I didn't feel great, and it was a struggle to do it. It must have taken me about an hour and a half to do all that. So by the time I'd done all that, and then I had to see to the cat, my head had stopped bleeding at that point. And then that's when I checked myself all over just to make sure I had no broken bones sticking out, because believe you me, it was a hell of an impact. My voice is a bit hoarse today, but that's nothing to do with what happened. So anyway, what I should have done was go to hospital and get checked out. What I did wasn't that. I thought to myself, okay, I've had a fall, quite a serious one, and quite a heavy impact, but because I'd no broken bones, I didn't think about I might have done something internally,
Right.
like busted blood vessels, swelling of organs inside, whatever, you know what I mean? And that just didn't enter my head. I don't know why. So anyway, after a couple of days, I started getting a few more aches and pains, as you can probably imagine. I mean, I've got a bruise on my backside that's about the size of my outstretched hand, and I'm black and blue there at the minute. So anyway, after all that, by Friday, I decided to ring my GP surgery up, and obviously I told them I had a fall. So they said, well, we suggest you go to like urgent care or A&E. So on the Saturday morning, I got the bus. I didn't drive because I wasn't too sure if I could manage it with being all these bruises going on. So I got 2 buses to the hospital, got there at 20 to 9 on a Saturday morning. It was busy. It's always busy in these places here. So obviously I had to be triaged. Then I saw a doctor. Then they wanted blood tests. Then I saw another doctor. Then they wanted to do x-rays, ultrasound scans, blood tests, check over here, check over there, top to toe, all that. And the upshot of all that was, well, like I say, it was 20 to 9 in the morning when I arrived at the emergency department. It was 8:30 in the evening when I finally left. The best part of 12 hours I was in there for, which was a hell of a long time on an uncomfortable seat. So anyway, the doctor that I'd seen a couple of times, he then told me the results of the x-rays. So basically, I've damaged a couple of, I think they're called micro fractures of a couple of bits of my spine. So I've got one about halfway down, one a bit lower. And if I don't lean the right way, it's flipping sore. So he said basically that he'd spoken to a spinal surgeon, but because I can move everything, I can move my entire body, I'm not in any severe pain. So because of all that, he said, we're just going to leave it as is. We'll give you we'll give you a prescription of some cocodamol tablets. Just take 2 if you need to take them. He said, if you don't need to take them, don't take them, obviously, because they're a bit stronger pain relief rather than paracetamols. So, so after all that, that's kind of what he told me. So then he said, because of what you've done, you could have further down the line, like next week, next month, next year, whatever, you could start having problems with your bowels, your waterworks, blood, not in the right place, loss of sensation in your legs, mobility, a whole host of things, really, when you think about it. So how I'm still here being able to move like this is nothing short of a miracle, because the force, that my back landed against the bottom of the stairs and I kind of went sideways and backwards all at the same time. I mean, I wasn't knocked out and I wasn't unconscious. And luckily, I remember everything that happened. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
And they checked everything else out from basically top to toe. And they're going to send a report to my GP probably tomorrow. And then if there is anything further that they need to talk to me about, then obviously they will. And I'm going to call in my GP tomorrow or possibly the day after and just request the report that that they wrote to the doctor yesterday. And that is basically where I'm at.
Damn, dude.
I mean, honestly, Pops, I mean, 1 minute I was doing what I was doing, yeah. And the next minute I think I must have dropped about 10 feet. And that's quite some height when your whole body goes in the same direction. And
yeah, I remember when I broke Rocky and Zeus up at the top of the stairs, tried to break up the dogfight, and
right.
I got Rocky to go down the stairs, and then Zeus decided he was going to dive over me and go after Rocky anyway.
Right.
Well, my dumb ass tried to catch him at the top of the stairs, and I landed at the bottom of the stairs too.
Oh dear. So I'm not the only person to have done something stupid then.
Oh, that was,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, probably a year and a half, 2 years ago. Well, I guess 2.5 years ago when that happened. And yeah, right. My hip, my back, my shoulder, the whole side that I landed on with a dog on top of me, you know.
Yeah. Well, like I say, Pops, my lower back right side is black and blue, something chronic. Well, it's black, blue, and purple, to be honest.
Yeah, I know what you mean, bro.
I'm having to lean over to one side a bit more because I can't put my weight too much on that side.
So we're going to have a short show today because I'm not going to make this man sit in that chair all uncomfortable for all the time. What we're going to do?
Like I say, I've actually put an extra cushion on my chair, by the way, you know, just for a little bit of extra padding.
I get it.
But I didn't want to let you down, Pops, because, you know, you're a bit like me, you know, like you don't like to let people down, and you like to, you know, like if you can do it, you like to do it, obviously. Yeah. And we don't like to let our viewers down, obviously, as well, because I'm sure they look forward to seeing what we dig out.
This is true. And I kind of followed a little bit of the end of last week when I pulled out those just random Star Wars out of nowhere.
Oh yeah,
so
I remember.
I went into the actual box and pulled out some stuff, you know, some more. Now I got something bothering.
So if you like today, I'll go first. You can do your behind the scenes stuff for a bit.
First, we're going to do this.
And first, we're going to do that. Yeah. And now this is one I showed last week, if you remember. So it's now live on the on eBay, as you can see, along with a few dozen more issues, because I can't list as many now because they've cut us down from 1,000 free listings a month to only 300. So that's quite a drop.
Of course.
I'm having to spread it out over the month now, but there's still stuff there. You know, plenty of variety and all that, and I'm still putting a few new things on every week, so hopefully everybody will see what I've got, and they can keep checking back, because there'll be stuff there week in, week out, and there has been for the last 10 years. And plenty of positive feedback, by the way, guys. So
Silver Surfer 100% positive feedback.
Yeah, and that's pretty good going. That when
2,320 transactions.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can count on, dude. Right?
Well, I'd like to think so by now.
Yeah. And here we got a question, and the topic today. Look, we came out random. I didn't know what Dave was going to do. Dave didn't know what I was going to do. Sometimes we just don't actually figure it out at the end of the show the week before, and
that's it.
Winging it.
I mean, I must admit, we have been doing a lot more random stuff, which in a way I think is more fun because you don't know what you're going to see.
I'm going to say this is a first, my friend.
Right. Okay.
This is the first time I think we've ever had anybody jump in to the chat from Southeast Asia, and I think that makes us completely international. We've been to every continent. We've been right on. Thank you, Vans. You kind of look. We have never had anybody from Southeast Asia pop in on the show in the chat. We've had them from everywhere. Japan, Australia, all over the UK, and
Canada, South America, probably.
We even have somebody from South Africa.
Right.
Kidda on the Rosales show is
Right.
from South Africa. So this is like cool as hell, man. Thanks for making us completely worldwide, bro.
Yeah. Excellent.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. Good.
I don't know what shipping's like between the UK and Southeast Asia, but this
No.
book is not in the US. It is available in the UK. I mean,
It
it's
is.
available here, but it's
No, I believe it is French because I know last week I think what's his name was saying it was Italian, but when I found the listing, it said French. So I'm guessing it's French. I don't know. I'm guessing.
Yeah, we kind of thought it was Italian looking at it.
Yeah, for some reason. But I've seen one or two other people listing the same one for more money than this one's on at, by the way. I think the cheapest one's about a tenner, and this is a starting price of only £5. So it's the cheapest one you'll find if you're looking for it. And obviously it depends on how many people bid for it. So if you're the only bidder, you're going to get it for £5.
There you go. That was the one thing I always hated about eBay.
Yeah.
Was
No, I do.
Sniper thing. I didn't like the fact there was a time limit because
Right.
you come in with 10 seconds left and be the guy that gets it.
Well,
There was
that's
still
it.
somebody else that wanted to bid. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
never
but-
liked it.
But I was just going to mention that the vast majority of the auctions I have on, I have a minimum bid price, which is there, but also I've got you've got the option of making an offer. So if you make an offer higher than the offer starting price and I accept it, you'll get it for that
Right.
price.
Right.
So then you don't have to put a bid on it. So say like that's starting price of a £5, and you put an offer on and the starting price is 10 or more, then I will accept it. So
It's awesome. Awesome.
you've got that. So you've got that option as well, Pops.
So Vans is in the Philippines. That's cool.
Ah.
My sister lived there for some years back in the 80s when she was in the Navy.
Okay.
She lived there for some years, long enough to learn the language and
Good.
yeah, real cool.
But I'll just say one thing, Pops. Am I lucky I didn't break any bones? Seriously.
We're all lucky, Dave, that you didn't break any bones, bro. We're all lucky. We want you intact and healthy, my friend, for more.
Well, I can move all my body. I've got bruises everywhere, aches and pains everywhere, especially my back, my shoulders, my waist. But I've not broken anything.
It's funny because my mom sent me a text 2 weeks ago and she says, I took a flying leap down the driveway. I didn't break anything.
Right.
I mean, she's 85 or whatever,
Well, yeah.
And so I text back, what's a flying leap, right? She had stepped on a stone that turned under her and she took a tumble in the driveway, right?
Well, just to finish off, believe it or not, I have a friend of mine who also collects comics and collectibles like I do. And he rang me up last Thursday and he says, you're not going to believe what's happened to me. He'd gone to the supermarket. Somebody was mopping the floor. So they had the signs up, caution, wet floor and all that. So he moved to one side. There was a small puddle of water that the guy hadn't mopped up yet, whatever. He stepped in it, went flying and broke his tibia.
Oh.
So,
Well, Mom told me that she wasn't, she didn't have no broken bones or anything. But then this morning she sent me a text that said she has a horizontal crack in her kneecap.
Right. Okay.
Which is better than vertical or whatever. One's worse than the other, but hers is not the one that's not as serious. And I'm just like, damn, Mom, put a brace on. She goes, I don't have to wear a brace. I said, no, Ma, put a brace on.
Well, that's it. Well, like you say, my friend ended up having to go to hospital. They put a splint on his leg, bandaged it all up, but he's going to have an operation next week with a metal pin or a plate put in to support the bone. So he's going to be off work for a good couple of months or more on crutches.
Crutches suck, man. I hated crutches.
Yeah. So like I say, he told me about that. I told him what I'd done, and between us, we both had quite a serious accident, both more or less within a week of each other, and we're both the same age, by 6 months.
Mm. There you
So
go.
how crazy is that? What's the odds on that?
Well, I mean, that small world thing goes in so many places. I met this lady in Phoenix a long time ago. She's actually the one that nicknamed me Van Zandt.
Oh, right.
Twice this happened. I'm with her at the shopping center or something. And she said something about her friend Shotzi, right? Okay, well, my brother is married to a lady who goes by Shotzi. And I'm like, there just can't be that many, right? So I was like, is she married to a dude named Tony? And she looks at me and she goes, yeah, that's my brother. Yeah. It's my brother's wife. And she's like, no way, because we had known each other for a while and didn't know that we had mutual friends like that.
No, well, this is it. Like you say, sometimes it's a small world, isn't it?
She got me a couple months later. She calls me from the Harley store. And she's like, I got this friend down here. His name's Crash. And I said, did he hang out with a dude named Flash? She's like, are you being funny? I said, no, ask him. And she turned to ask him, and I heard his voice. I said, put him on the phone. What's up, bro? Twice it happened with her that she knew people that I knew. It's like, but we didn't know, we didn't know each other previous and didn't know that we had mutual friends. It was just weird.
Wow. Well, like I say, Pops, the only good thing about being in the UK, as you may know already, that we have a national health service, so we don't have to pay for our treatment. Mm-hmm. It's all free at point of use or whatever. But the problem is the NHS is really struggling, to cope, because there's just so many people using the service. And I arrived at 9:20 in the morning, and I didn't leave the emergency department till 8:30 in the evening. Nearly 12 hours I was there for. This was just yesterday, by the way. And the seats in the waiting room aren't the comfiest of seats to be sitting on for all that time, especially when you've got bruises going on everywhere as well. Because how it works is, like, you're triage first, then you see a doctor, then depending on what it is, you've then got to wait for x-rays, ultrasound scans, blood tests, all that kind of thing. So you're in and out of various rooms, but in between time, you're waiting 2 hours in between to see the next person, 2.5 hours in between seeing the next person, and so on and so forth. And before you know where you are, because they're so busy and there's loads of people coming in all the time, it's kind of really, really on the go. So most of the time in the waiting area yesterday, there's about 50 odd seats in this big room, and more or less all day long they were all full. People come in, people go in, all that.
Well, I know that back in March, I went to the hospital because I had this stomach issue, this hiatal hernia thing going on.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
So I've been to 6 or 7 different appointments since then, talk about this, doing that, and at the end of the day, I have a hiatal hernia. Tomorrow I finally get to go talk about what we're going to do about it.
Really? All that time?
Yeah, just to finally go talk about what they knew the first time I went to the hospital what was wrong with me. Dude told me what was wrong with me, and it's taken them this long to get around to actually talking about doing something.
Wow.
So where you had a couple hours in between each, I've had a month in between each.
Well, I was just gonna say that, because obviously when I went to the hospital yesterday, I didn't know whether I'd done any internal damage anywhere on my body. But by the time I left, I did know, obviously, what I've done to myself. And like I said, the guy said that the doctor I spoke to said that they'd spoken to the spinal surgeon, but because I can move everything and I'm not in severe pain, they're going to leave it, and hopefully it'll heal a bit over time. But there's no guarantees I won't get complications further down the line. one of those things, I'm afraid.
Right.
So
right.
we'll just have to see.
All right. Well, I'm going to play an ad real quick, and then we're going to get you started, bro.
Thank you very much.
Get you started and get this over with. For those of you who don't know, Corissa Grant, check it out.
Right. Here we go. I just wanted to quickly say, I hope I've not gone on too long about what happened to me, but I just thought I'd give you a short version of it. And also, thanks to Doc for sending me a message on Facebook yesterday. Appreciate it. Right. So we're going to start with, these are more of my friends' issues. So we have Hellboy by Dark Horse. This is 3 of 6. Mike Nola and Duncan.
To be clear for everybody, this is stuff that your friend has up for sale that people can get by getting in touch with you.
Yes, it will be up for sale. It's not for sale yet, but if anybody wants to message me and ask if I can put it on, I'll put it on. So this is the first one. Darkness Calls. Well, not the first one, sorry. This is number 3 of 6. So we don't have a full set of these, but I'm going to show the ones that are here. So this is 4 of 6. So that's the same one. There you go. That's that one. I better move those out from over there. I don't want them all sliding off and landing on the floor. So this is just a normal Hellboy now. This is 3 of 8. Because obviously there's different mini-series and all that. The Wild Hunt.
Yeah, I think I got some of those.
Yeah. It's that one. Oh, they've got drones on the back as well. Let's notice that one. This is 5 of 8. They're all quite dark covers, these, but hopefully you can make them out. There you go. 6 of 8. Zoom in a bit, then you can see some of the detail. This is 8 of 8. Just trying to get it so as they don't reflect too much. There we go. Right, so moving on. This is House of Night, number 3. I've not heard of this one myself. I don't know if you have.
No.
House of Night. And that's the names there. You can see those. Don't know if you recognize any of those names. I don't think I do.
No, I don't think I know any of those.
Yeah, so dark horse, that one. So I don't know. Is it any better that way up? I don't know, is it? Right. So next up we have Indiana Jones, Fate of Atlantis. There we go, dark horse again. This is issue number 1. There we go. That one. And then the next issue we have up is number 3. So we don't have number 2, but this is number 3. Looks like they're being chased. There we go. And then we have, tell a lie. Hang on, is that the same one? Oh no, this is another. This is Indiana Jones Thunder in the Orient. So this is another title we're on now. This is number 2 of 6.
I don't know how I just ended up with volume coming out of 2 places.
Oh, did you? All right, well done. This is number 3 of 6.
That's cool that you went to Indiana Jones because we're going to go to Han Solo in a minute.
Isn't that a coincidence? It's almost like we've planned it.
Almost. I guess we've been doing this long enough, so it works.
Oh, that's it.
Oh, crap, Dave. 92 episodes we've done of this show, bro. 92 episodes.
We sure have. Shall I do 1 or 2 more?
Oh, yeah. Go. Do what you got to do.
Right,
do as much as you feel, bro, because we're only going to do 1 each. So
this is a James Bond one.
Ian Fleming's James Bond 007 number 2. That's like magazine size, though, huh?
No, it's comic book size.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just normal comic book size, pops. Yeah, it might look bigger on the screen, but it's the same size as that one.
Huh.
Oh. There we go. Dark Horse again. This is King Conan, number 4. Final issue, it says there, with pin-ups and part 4 of 4. So that's the final one of those. Cole, this one's slightly water damaged, feeling a little crinkly on the bottom there. So, but it's not mine. Not mine. And Cole, the Shadow Kingdom. Because a lot of these were done by Marvel first, I think, weren't they? You know, Cole and Conan and that. This is number 4. The Cat and the Skull. I'm not sure who the artist is on that. That's done the cover, I'm not sure. Right. Number 2. This is the Hate Witch. So he's obviously just got a few bits and bobs of various issues of miniseries by the looks of it. I thought that was Red Sonja in the background. A little bit. There we go. That's that one. Right, number 3. This is quite a good cover. You've got the tigers in the background there.
That's pretty cool right there.
Not bad, is it? Right, here's another one. This one's not in a bag and board for some reason, but there we go. It means I can show you inside it. Let Me In. Crossroads. He looks a bit like I feel at the moment. Battered.
At least you didn't end up that bloody.
Oh, no, I wasn't that bloody. No. I wasn't that bad. No, I wasn't that bad, Pops. As soon as it's open already, I'll just show you the inside page of it. That's it. Show you some of the internal artwork there. See if there's a. Yeah, it's a very dark book. This all the pages are very very dark inside. All sort of dark colours going on. So that's that one. Then we have number 1, a Mass Effect. Have you heard of this one before? I haven't.
I think I've heard of that, yes.
Oh, right. Okay. So, the end of the universe begins with one man. There you go. And then we have number 3. Same title again. There you go. Omega Under Siege. Mighty Samson.
I got a snuffleupagus underneath me.
Say again, sorry.
I said I got a snuffleupagus underneath me.
All right. This is 48 page first issue spectacular, by the way. That's that one. Then we have 2 of 4. As you can see, it's a right mixed bag of Dark Horse, this.
Nexus. What's his name? Nexus. Mike Baron.
Let's have a look inside it.
Who wrote that?
I'm looking. Let's see. Oh, it's a bit hard to make it out. Hang on. Stefan Perich or something?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit hard to make it out, to be fair, but that's the inside page anyway. That's what it looks like. This one's got a price sticker on the back. Look, somebody stuck a price sticker on it.
Oh.
I wish they wouldn't do that. And that's just a sample of the inside pages there for you. But at least they stuck it on the back and not the front. And I'll just finish off with one of these for you. Star Wars.
Oh, look at that.
Dark Horse.
Isn't that special?
Classic characters, all new Star Wars. There you go. How's that?
Okay.
Okay, so time for an advert break, I'm guessing.
Yep, and I got to go let a dog in. So what do we got here? What do we got? I think I played that one. I played that one. Okay.
Flip City Magazine is just really pulling out all the stops, man. Your guys' production value of this magazine has gone insane. I mean, look at that. I mean, I remember when you guys, it was black and white. Even when it was black and white, I thought your quality was great. But damn, they have just, I mean, they just really stepping it up a notch. Look at this. James Corbett, boys. James Corbett.
Genuinely cutting, but also funny, and obviously just chaotic and very fun.
I love Flip City. It has brought new types of badassery and integrity to the print medium.
What up?
Maya has joined us, Pops.
Oh, what's up, Maya? What's
Here she
happening?
is. Here she is.
I got to
She's
turn
looking
off.
after me. She's looking after me.
I have to turn off my virtual background
Mm-hmm.
so that you guys can see what I'm showing off.
Okay.
I think that'll work like that. Let me see. Let me see. Can you see it? Yeah, you can see
I
it.
can see that.
There you go.
See that?
Oh, I don't like the blur though. I'm gonna have to turn
It's
this.
blurring a bit, Pops.
Yep.
We're blurring a bit
It's
when you
supposed to blur the background, not the foreground. Stupid. Okay. There you go, Dave.
That's better. I used to have that.
Huh.
I used
Numero
to have-
uno, not the
Number
35-cent version, but it is
Ah.
the newsstand version.
Yeah, I was going to say, I believe the 35 centers are quite rare and valuable.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
But because where we were last week,
Well, yeah. And I just happened to finish on a Star Wars comic that I didn't even know about.
I have a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, look, I got a whole box of Star Wars related.
Hmm.
Most of them are individual character related.
Yeah.
So what I picked out today is stuff that's actually the Star Wars title.
Yeah.
Some different variations of it. Here's number 2.
Yeah.
Number 2 doesn't get any love, guys. You can
They
see
also
This
used to
was-
change the shape of the box in the corner because that's a diamond shape, if you notice.
and you can see that this was a very well loved comic.
Yeah.
All creased up and shit. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's also got a barcode box with no barcode.
Yep. Barcode box, no barcode. The Diamond Deuce,
Yeah.
35 cent.
That's it.
Same with number 9. No barcode.
Oh, yeah.
Diamond Deuce.
I wonder why there's no barcode in it then.
All I can say is I'm gonna assume that it's direct mail subscription or whatever.
Right. Because I
This-
know they used to put the Spider-Man mask in if there was no barcode. And
This-
and then they put a line through it like that as well.
Yeah, see a lot of those too.
So when you got a barcode with a line through, then does that mean it was a direct edition?
But see, if you look at it, I don't think it's like they drew a pen through it. I think it's actually part of the barcode.
Do you think? Oh, because I always thought it meant that they couldn't use the barcode.
You see how it stops
Yeah.
and goes behind and then comes back out in front? A pen can't do that.
Right.
So,
No, I mean, I knew it wasn't ink. I knew it was printed, but I just wondered why they printed it like that.
I don't know. But look, Luke returned to Tatooine.
Yeah.
in number 31, man. Luke went back.
And the price has gone up 40 cents.
Yep, it's up to 40 cents.
It was 35.
And see, number 35 has them fighting Darth Vader on a chessboard. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Darth Vader plays a game of death against the Star Wars. Look, they're calling them the Star Warriors. The Star Warriors. Yeah. Okay. Number 45, the fear of everybody when it comes to aliens and alien species. Death Probe.
No.
Not the Death Probe.
No. That's even worse than the Death Star.
Oh, yeah. Just stay away from me with your probes. And number 86, which you can tell by now, they've really gotten away from what was going on. You've got Butch Haircut Leia. I don't know.
No, that doesn't work. Doesn't work.
See?
Yeah.
You see? Yeah, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it later in the run.
No.
But then, okay, I got some friends that buy me toys, and they do like cool covers, like variant exclusive, store exclusives and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, super cool. Super cool. They got a bunch of different stuff they do. I didn't grab them all. I will be maybe showing some of them over the next couple of weeks. And that's one of the different variations of this book, right?
Oh, I've seen that one before somewhere. Yeah.
Okay, so that one's a variant of this one, I think.
Right. Right.
And then they have other variations of Star Wars, like this is number 13. It's part of the Vader Down story, which is a pretty good story for moderns. This is back when they actually did some stories that like fit the universe more or less.
Yeah.
Let's see. Number 25 has no real title or anything on it. And I can't even tell what that thing says. It doesn't say anything. Huh? No, it's just a sticker on the bag.
Yeah. At least it's on the bag and not on the comic.
Always on the bag. But no, we've both found a couple that were like, oh. So then they went into these special covers. Number 30.
Oh.
And these like anniversary covers or whatever you want to call them. And this is, Star Wars 40th anniversary is what it was. And it's Marvel,
Yeah.
And number 32, got to have the Falcon, guys.
I was going to say, those covers look quite cool, to be honest. Like, framed like that.
Yeah, these are pretty decent. And I just got a few of those. And I have a few others because they did some of those around characters, and like I said, I kept the characters separate. We could do that at a different time where we'll do one character at a time or whatever. These are all actual Star Wars titles, not Star Wars Han Solo or Darth Vader. I got a bunch of that stuff. I'll show you. I will. This is number 42 in that run. Of course, with the Rebel Commandos, looking a little bit like the Jungle Planet, but it's not. It's somewhere else. And then here we go again. Another number 1. Another number 1.
Yeah.
Same people, right? Same story, just another number 1.
Yeah, they did that, didn't they, back then?
And we actually got to the photograph cover of that one.
Mm-hmm.
And I told you a story last week about Peter Mayhew, right?
I think you did.
Yeah. Having a piece of art done with him on it, with Chewbacca on it, and then him dying like right after I got it. And then there's some free comic book day type stuff in the Star Wars Adventures, which is another set of, different set of Star Wars books. And then Dark Horse knew what they were doing, though, because they went and took some of those books from the extended universe and comicked them. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you got Dark Empire, Dark Force Rising, all the book that were actual books from the extended universe, which is, hey, there was a bunch of good stuff there. Rogue Squadron and just a ton of stuff that was good. And then, of course, you have the movie previews, right? The free previews that you actually get at the theater, which that one and that one. When they did the re-release in the theaters,
they
had these comics that you could get. And 40th anniversary. That's what they are. They're both 40th anniversary, just like those ones with the nice frame. And then there's this another Buy Me Toys exclusive. You see? Action figures on it.
That's it. Yeah, it's like an action figure variant cover. Yeah.
Yeah. And I actually have another action figure variant cover that's I'm not sure where it is actually. I think it's in one of them drawers. I think. But now, like I was saying, I got character stuff. Chewbacca's my dude.
Yeah.
Okay. I got the first 3 of that series because Chewbacca's my dude. I don't care. See, that was the thing. Dude was drawing me as a Jedi. And he's like, who's your favorite character? And I told him, I said, well, Chewbacca. Chewbacca's my favorite character in Star Wars. So he did that badass drawing of me with Chewbacca. And like I said, that's my dude. When it comes to Star Wars, Chewbacca's my favorite character. I think my son is more of a Darth Maul kind of guy.
Yeah, I think you've mentioned that before.
Yeah, he's more of a Darth Maul kind of guy. And we have variants and, just a bunch of different Darth Maul. Darth Maul. Let's see. I like these covers, man.
Yeah, they're okay. Yeah, I think my voice has gone a bit because I was in a very dry environment for 12 hours yesterday and coughs and germs going about everywhere when you're waiting. So that's probably what it is.
See, the funniest part about all that, man, is like the only time I really feel like I want to put a mask on my face is when I'm at a doctor's office or a hospital, right? Yeah.
I think I should have done that yesterday. I didn't think about it.
And it's not because of like COVID or whatever. It's just because of sick people in general, right?
Well, yeah, because that's where everybody goes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not well.
It's a hotbed for nasty.
Can be.
So, we also got a bunch of the different Vader series.
Yeah.
And all of these from number 1. Let's see, number 2, number 3. What else have we got in here? Shit, that Vader one goes on for a long time. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We'll show those next week if you guys want to see all the Vader ones. I'll show that whole run.
Yeah, we can see them next time.
Okay. 23, 24, 25. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of those.
Yeah.
And then since it's the Halloween Comic Fest time of year, Darth Vader, Dr. Aphra.
Very nice.
Captain Phasma. This is when it got weird, but you know what I'm saying.
I do indeed.
Star Wars Allegiance.
Yep.
Dude, we got a bunch of this stuff, man. If you like Kylo, we got a little Kylo for you.
Mm-hmm.
Something about that nose that bugging me. Special ones like Obi-Wan and Anakin.
Yep.
You know, like I said, I got a bunch of stuff here. We'll bust out some more of these next week. Vader's Castle, Target Vader, Boba Fett, Han Solo, Skywalker, Obi-Wan. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. We only scratched the surface, my friends.
Well, it's something to look forward to next week.
And see, we filled up a whole hour, Dave. Look.
Yeah. Just mind you, I did maybe go on a bit too long at the start, but sorry about that.
As long as you were comfortable, then you did just fine because we got an hour out of it, right?
Well, we did, yeah. By the way, before we disappear, our clocks change next Saturday. They go back an hour.
Yours do.
So what about yours?
Remember, ours will be like 2 weeks later, remember?
Ah, right. So
when like a week or two, that's just weird, and then it'll be back to normal.
I know, because I'm sure last time, your clocks changed before mine. I can't remember. It's a while ago now, but
it's weird. That's what I mean. We'll figure. I know ours haven't changed yet, or recently.
No. Well, ours changed on the last Sunday of October, which is obviously a week today.
Okay.
So you'll be on the same time you're on now, and ours will go back an hour. So instead of being 8:30 here, it'll be 7:30.
We'll be within 4 hours for a minute, and then it'll be back to 5 hours a couple weeks later.
Yeah, because I think there's a 5 hour difference, isn't there, between you and me?
Yeah.
So if yours stays the same for a couple of weeks and mine goes back an hour, it'll be, well, if it goes back an hour, won't it be 6 hours instead of 5?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't remember because it was a year ago.
I know. every year this happens to me, and then I don't know where I am. It messes me up.
If it is where you're staying up an hour later, we'll make sure we keep the show an hour. We won't.
Yeah, but our clocks are going back an hour, not forward an hour. Going back.
Well, then you should be fine.
Yeah. So instead of So in other words, instead of me coming on at 8:30 my time today, next week it'll be 7:30 my time, won't it?
I'm going to send you the link at the top of the hour, like I always do.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
And then you'll have a half hour to get ready.
Very good. Right.
I mean, it's going to be more than 3 places, right?
Fingers crossed it'll work out.
It's either going to be an hour before you usually come out, or an hour after you usually come out, one or the other.
Well, it'll be one of the two. Hang on a minute. Right. Yes, I was right, Pops. I'll be on at 7:30 my time next week.
Okay.
Not 8:30.
Okay, cool.
I just got a message from Karen.
Yeah, 4 hours for it, and it'll only be that way for like 2 weeks, where it'll be 4 hours difference.
That's right. And then you'll catch me up, because don't forget I'm in the future.
Yeah. Well, you're always in the future, my friend. That's why I rely on you to know what's coming, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'll tell you one thing. I didn't know what was coming last Tuesday morning.
Oh, I know you didn't. I'm glad you're feeling. I'm glad you're feeling good enough to come out and do this, bro. I really.
No, I didn't want to let you down, Pops. You know me.
Hey, look. I understand though. Okay.
Yeah, I know you do.
I know you do. And as long as you let me know, we got plenty of back issues we can replay. It's not like it's not like I'm gonna freak out because we can't do this show. We have all this stuff we're starting to show over again. So what difference does it make if we go back and show an old one?
Exactly, because nobody will remember it anyway from when it was last done.
Yep.
You
I
know.
do like the feature of adding one of your eBay things every week. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
For you guys that didn't see it, we definitely go check out Dave Silver Surfer 1 on eBay. Tons of stuff, and always has books up there for sale.
That's it. Yes, I'm always on there, and you can find me every week. So I'm sure there might be something to tempt somebody somewhere, even if it's just the UK. No problem.
Yep. And Vince, what's up, man? Oh, look, I forgot to send you a link today, man.
No,
Look, you're always welcome to come out to the draw stream, bro. If I forget the link, you just holler at me. I'm an old stoner. God, give me a break.
Hey, I'll tell you one thing, though, Pops. When I was at the hospital yesterday, 2 of the staff asked me my age, like date of birth and then all that jazz. And both people, when I told them I was 70, they looked at me and said, "No way are you 70." I says, "I am."
Kitty, you're late. We just showed your ad during the break. We just showed it. You missed it. Kitty has just launched Flip City number 23 on Fund My Comic. Last I checked, it was like real close to funded. You like Mad Magazine or Cracked, stuff like that from back in the day. That's what Kitty's magazine is. It is funny as hell. So, if you like that kind of harsh satire humor, get yourself, people. Get yourself. Kitty, you can be in the YouTube and drop that link. You could. That's what I got to remind them, right? Dave, I got to remind Kitty, you're on Facebook. Come over to the YouTube. Put your link in the chat. That's how we do this.
Yeah.
Dave, it's always good to talk to you. Go get some rest. I guess next week I'm gonna do some more Star Wars, guys. How's that?
Yeah, and I'll be back in the mystery box.
And Kitty, I'm gonna play enough ads so you'll have time to go over to YouTube and drop your link in the chat. I'm gonna play enough ads so you have time. Go do that. Anybody else watching? Do it too.
I will see you next. I'll see you next week. You can find me on Facebook and eBay, so check it out. See what's happening, and I'll see you next week, Pops.
You too, my friend. Vince, you know that too. You can go to the YouTube channel and drop your links. And I am looking forward to getting the Eternal, bro. I'm looking forward to that. So.
And if anybody else wants to join us, they're more than welcome, as we always say.
You want to come out and show off some stuff? I'm going to be showing Star Wars next week. So, you know, you don't have to be in theme, but you can.
Well, I won't be, will I?
No, and that's cool because we are kind of transitioning this into what we have for sale show.
Yeah,
and try to unload some of the stuff we don't want. Now that doesn't necessarily mean the stuff I'm showing right here this week because it's my son's mostly. I'm not selling his stuff unless he tells me to. You know what I mean? But I do have stuff that I have for sale as well. Dave has stuff for sale. Bruce has stuff for sale. We'll be out here. We're kind of going to transition at least 2 segments of this show into actual stuff that we want you to be able to buy. Yeah. So, if you are a collector or buyer, in the UK or in the US, we got you.
And all the stuff that I've shown today, like I say, isn't on at the moment. But if anybody sends me messages, I can always put it on eBay.
Yep. And you can get him at Dave Houston on Facebook.
That's it.
Dave Houston, folks. Dave Houston.
That's me. That's me.
I will see you next week, Texas Dave.
Okay, there, Pops. Take care of yourself and don't fall down any stairs.
Yeah, I promise. Right.
And I don't plan on doing that again anytime soon. I'll just sort of mention it.
Tune in 7 o'clock, 3 Beer Men, 8 o'clock, Silverline. You guys know what's up. It's Sunday in the Madness. Peace, everybody.
Goodbye.
Who am I, you ask? I was created in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by the waste of a dying world. I was bestowed with an insurmountable task: bring peace after decades of death, persecution, and chaos. I am a grandchild of war, destined to help two camps which hate has fueled for far too long. Surprisingly, I am not alone. Have an odd bunch to make the road a little more bearable. Come with me, to bring hope where there was despair, respect where there was resentment, creativity where there was destruction. I am Pinocchio, and this is my story.
I don't know why, but you are watching the Madness Comic Network. Are you mental?
How do you end this thing? How do you put the where's the brakes on this bus? I forgot.
Jazz hands. Jazz hands are done.